Alright, what is up, what is happening? It is Ironhead in the old Games Corner, classic Game Roulette, and it's time to continue with Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Let's go. I didn't think I was gonna get this up and going. Things have been going awfully slow with the computer lately, but I'd be damned if I couldn't get this going as I'm intended on. So, here I am. Hey there, JT, just saw you come in. It's time to play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney here. Anyway, let's get going with this. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Wocky made it through today too. Everyone was too obsessed with pennies to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Aye, folks, I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Miss Tiola. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right, no problem. Do you think Wocky will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Way to put the pressure on the guy. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Wocky with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother that you'll be married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. So, where did you and Wocky first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Obvious romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster. He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Wocky going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kitaki family's been making a killing lately. Again, the way I would have put it. Mr. Wocky says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They've even got that ever classic "what about the family business" thing going. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Can I ask you a question about Wocky? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. I was in his clinic about a half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in and get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Wocky has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting, but when pistols are involved... Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Wocky's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right! Leave it to me! Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright, I believe in you. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Alright, can we get to where we should be? Looks like Wonky's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. Guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other? You mean the panty snatcher? Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too? Alright. Let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He's a very valuable witness. He is a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please, keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. No, it's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well. As long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties. It's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it. Nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great Trucy, teach me. I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Have you no shame, sir? Please, make me your apprentice. Apollo, help. I don't know, I think he'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol or something like that at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And then, in the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true, really. My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything he wanted to hide more than panty snatching too. It sounds like Wocky was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. We don't have to do that right now. If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Wocky in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa! Evidence keeps flying out of nowhere! Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. Can't quite... Oh! Yipes! She's back! Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, little plum, what's up? I think this gangster is a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieve my bloomers. Well, a man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Wocky? Wocky, well, he's clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. It's really everything you would expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. Life does have an appeal for that mage. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Wocky, but he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out the differences. The boss? You mean Wocky's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from the mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Wocky could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign for that. It's a time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Yeah, Wocky's his fiancée. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose she's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How do you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Wocky brought her home one day. She wants to tie the knot. I can see why she's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know... Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious, staying in this business too long. And you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. The boss may be tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Wocky seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now, trying to cut our ties to the shaded side of the street and do more on the up and up. Wocky isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see, something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. Okay. Given the news. Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon. Oh, Mr. Eldoon! What's wrong? So you found my stand. That's why I'm here to thank you. But now it's a crime scene. They won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. Let's see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get to all. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell ya. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. See? Even in death, you mean the victim, Dr. Mirancus? I'll tell ya, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand for generations has served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. A tradition of noodles and salted broth is more than a stand, it's history, I tell you. Watch what you say and more might become true. It's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation. Course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that, about you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucido. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Let old noodles lie, that's what I say. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic? I couldn't help but sense enmity there. Enmity? I hate him! I hated him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor in that clinic, you know, pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success, the mob! You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. Or so we started giving the Kitaki family a good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon, he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in soupy noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldoon's former occupation. Couldn't hurt to ask, Apollo. Oh dear God, I can't have that. Can some... yeah. I'm gonna have to deal with this myself. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say Dr. Eldoon. Figured it out, did you? That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon, until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. You take a spoon, you drink some broth, and those onions will find their way in there. For people who like the wine, that's just fine. For people who hate him, I hate onions, hate them! Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the good way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was, an onion boy, that's what I called him. So you weren't exactly friends. Me and Pal Maractus? Ever since preschool, we were all getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me, just blow right past without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. And that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that! Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scamful for a ladle! Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes. Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor, that's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Truce-Doll. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. There's no reason to go in there right now. What about in the crime scene itself? Wait. I was hoping to meet with my client. Wocky Kitaki's just finished in questioning. I'll bring him out. Great! Finally! Yo, what's up, my little imposter? What did you call me? The Sam, it's you? Sorry, G, I thought you were a leader. Thought you were a leader. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a clink thing. You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like poster girl. If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Cause she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Wocky. What about your heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all. I was lining up taking eye exams. Better to die young than fade away, bizarre. Unrelieved to hear. Eh? What's a relief? Oh? Your father not tell you? The bullet you carry so close to your heart, and if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get that leader for me, you're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. So I hear you're to be married next month? Straight up, we put a number 40 on the stoop. A lady of Snapple cakes, she's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Kilana, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past, she knows that. When I'm with a leader, I feel like there's two worth. I think there's things protecting now and then. You feel me? I'm my leader, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Do you think you could tell us about what happened with you and Pal Practice? There's something you should know. We Kitakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivali's family. So about 6 months back, I go into Rivali's turf picking a knife, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. One shot to the heart, and you're to blame. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family. You know that? So you were taken to the Practice clinic. Then. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I'd hate to have to been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed? And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The Rivalis paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants me to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better live fast and die young, full shizzle. Wait till I run the yard, then everyone know what time it is. That's right, OG time all the time, represent! Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. I wouldn't come back here. Not yet, anyway. But the crime scene? I haven't been back there yet. Okay, I'm a bit stumped. I gotta have a lead. I'm telling you, these older games didn't really age well. Because, if you don't do one thing, like look at something, or present something to someone, you're pretty much stuck. Like you've, you know, hit a roadblock. So let me try and figure this shit out. So, did that. I didn't examine the trash can. This trash can, and this is where we found a mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in there? Something near the bottom. Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected? Let's pick them up. Still nothing. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do that too? Okay. Either the knife or the gun. Let's go with the murder weapon. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife, they belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer Mr. Stickler says he saw that night I guess it was me. I was there after all. Yeah, we're finished. Yo, Wocky, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Eh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say, so I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park and he's dragging in this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whacked up than I am, and that's saying something. But I was serious. Thing is, I don't remember what happened next door too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else that night, then I guess it probably was me who did it, and you know what I'm saying? Okay, am I allowed to go to the park now? You know, the crime scene? Or not? Okay, some things are a little uppity. Well, we've gone to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. It's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But, what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park or beat it. No harm in asking, no gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Yeah, one or two things in... Oh, something's different. Look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him." Wait, their motorcycle. Ugh, if it isn't your forehead. Prosecutor Gavin, some fans found me on my way here out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool. Buster screams, no album just came out, you know. Try waving to them, they just love it. He's so cute. I'm so excited it doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home, when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looked like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could break down just from that. Ugh, it's just my fault. I think I was just using the wrong oil. Cars and motorbikes, they're all the same. Clogs out, exhaust, and they won't run. Ugh, machines. Tell me you share my egg's forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case. The detective, you mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's in a fine mood too, be gentle. Off with the sun, baby. Oh my god, there he goes. And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Huh. Does something about this scene look different to you? The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white-frocked detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky, hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. I just got a new kit and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that Glimmer's fop. Glimmers? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamours? When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensics technique. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now? Well, I failed a test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I brought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous? Right. A prosecutor should never be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Live glamorous and more simrous, you know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learn it for yourself anyway. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you wanna know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged, you mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue? This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right, the ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance? So with that kit? Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on an opposing teams and all. Oh, pshaw, you're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. Ahem, one moment. She's reading the instructions for a kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprints on this case shoe print we want to analyze. And I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints, prepare to be examined. Ooh, this is so exciting. Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You tried. How am I supposed to do that? Just touch the screen where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Not bad. You're handier than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just touch to direct the dryer. There, give it a shot. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use a roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we get a match. Okay, so we're just gonna decipher. Oh, this looks eerily similar. I'm gonna go with this one. So the shoe prints belong to Wocky Kitaki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the signs and work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. Well, that certainly brightened her mood. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on. Leave no footprint unanalyzed, I see. Now, pick in which print you want to analyze. Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Huh, that's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange, so smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. One more try. I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Okay, looking good. Now to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we get a match. Yep, definitely him. So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony. The final version of it, at least. Now we know where the panty snatcher was standing. This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind though, that's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's still doing here. It's right next to the Eldoon's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. I'm pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. That's not the one. Hold on. I didn't even check this yet. The bottom is covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. Ugh. I got paint on my hand. Apollo! I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. Okay, can we present this now? Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for, see, right here? Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Miraculous Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Maractus clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected, and it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes? Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. It seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Right, Maractus Clinic, here comes justice! You two again. When will you learn? Look at me however you want, you're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday, it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today's, it's Detective Sky. Who are you two? Really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. This is looking mighty suspicious already. Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldoon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. The same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder, right? The paint's from the hit and run after all, but what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in that trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. Do you think they're used in his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case? And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these just in case. Yeah, something's up. Hey, Apollo, you think this is... This could be a toe print. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe? But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. It seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Well, how did you know? You can't fool with someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Of course. These sandals. That's quite a clear print there, a toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints matched, you'd know that the same person were both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? I think I just might, actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare in the sample with this other print that we just found out? I did say toe print sample, did I? Where exactly is the toe print on this evidence? Oops, stormy skies ahead. Try again. Scientifically this time, if you would. Oh. Toe print, right? Hey, wait a minute. I'm not sure I follow. The bottom is covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? Wait. Wait a second. I wonder, could this be a print? Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. I didn't even think to examine this part of the... Huh. There we go. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe? Wow, I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We have to to match the print, right? Right. Let's match it. Wait. The detective didn't give us a... Maybe we should ask her, get some expert advice? I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert. Alright. Ah, the slippers. It's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe. Hey, wait a minute. This pair of sandals, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out whose these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. You finally came back. Ah, the prodigal in attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school! He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're there, you know? I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. And my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? He said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true, but what about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery for now. Well, the time of the decision is upon us. Which one of our two jailbirds do we want to talk to? Excuse me, both detainees are currently in questioning to corroborate their accounts. Mr. Stickler and Wocky, both of them? I pity the questioner. I guess we'll be back then. Wait a minute. Look! This door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked? Too bad. Why, too bad. I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks, don't even bother putting them when I'm around. It's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Apollo, it's sound. It came from behind this door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in. They left through that window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. It must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. I should've... Interesting. Kind of an expensive lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? No. Our, cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord. There's a red splotch on the part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Dandy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk is lying on its side. The juice had spilled out of the cup. It's dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. Someone's already entered the into numbers, Apollo. 79, wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside the safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last two numbers? Well, we know the first two are 7 and 9. Right? Maybe there's something in the court record. Something that can help us figure out the last two numbers. I wonder. Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next two numbers are. Oh. When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them. With your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open the safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So, if we find the buttons with the fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. And why does it have to be? When I'm doing this, someone has to be down here? Sorry about that. Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. Look at 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open this safe. Let's give it a shot. It opened! This looks like a medical chart. There's an X-ray in here with it. An X-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it, and I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says Wocky Kitaki. So this is Wocky, our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in this safe? Let's see, the physician says, his signature says Palmrectus, What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed a chart. Let's see, Nurse Alita Toyola. Alita Tialita is Wocky's fiance. That's one Ida too many, Polio. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? So, I guess it means she's on staffing at this clinic? Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So, Alita Tiala and worked at the Maractus clinic. And she had access to Wocky Kitaki's medical chart. She got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? Every time. Excuse me. I haven't done looking at the, safe yet. This looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. It's not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Alright. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's begging. Daddy's... Oh, you again! Do you always have to announce your entrances like that? Man, my old man, he man! Now I'm in a funk and it's his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed clearly. You two got your work cut out for you straight up. 'Cause I don't care if they lock me up, I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about one or two guilty charges, but what if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty, like a badge of honor. They don't give me the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe you did, maybe I didn't. But if I learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob over my dead body. I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft. Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake. Yeah, let's get on to what's going on here. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait! That's right, Wocky, it's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look here. In particular, where it says nurse, it's signed Alita Tiala. Huh. You lawyers do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So, could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine, I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure, but they came in and got me, hauled me off on the docks. The Miraculous Clinic? That's where I met her, my fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out, but you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet, like on the down low, know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So that was the proposal. You know it. And over love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said? Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're G, know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Oh! Never turn the lights off! Incidentally, have you ever had a health checkup before? No, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gonna get checkups. Guess he's getting older, I mean. This is a problem. I don't believe I did anything in the area yet. You know, I have no idea what's next. Because I'm clearly stumped into hell here. Well, if the prints on these slippers and these sandals match, which they do, it means that the same person was wearing them. You know, I thought that's what it might mean. Science is amazing. It is, isn't it? I've never felt so alive. I don't know about science, but this is a major lead. I'm sorry if the stream is going on longer than it should, but that's because I don't know. There are some things I am getting a little too confused about. As in, where to go from here? Wait a minute. I didn't... Huh. You gotta be shitting me. Man, that is so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. He seems preoccupied with something else. Wonder how my Alita's doing. Man, I miss her. Oh, these. Wocky, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiana? Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad, so cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. So what's up with the funky vibes? Wait, are you serious? That's all I had to do? I tell you, you miss one little thing and in the place you're supposed to go, he don't show up. Well, here he is now. Mr. Aldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucido? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he's a doctor still. Mr. Aldoon, is everything okay? I'm so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Aldoon? Mr. Aldoon, could you take a look at this? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Aldoon? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. And chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? All but dead. He's not going on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this Wocky Kitaki feller's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right upside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would he still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of it is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet snug as a bug right in there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side and there be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doctor be eager to fiddle with. You mean It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. It'd give him another half a year tops. But Wocky's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great. Just great. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea how he felt. In their emergency operation, he's got the kid's chest open on the table. And he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucedo. Cold despair. Despair? But the only time he couldn't do is sew the boy back up. It wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitted. He couldn't take it out. The Kitakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skids the operation on Wonky's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Wocky to die. There's darkness in this world, Trucidor, waiting hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong, it'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Wocky, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Wocky, he's real lucky to be alive even now. No, there's one problem. Apollo? This chart, look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Wocky's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking? Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? This is getting way too damn real. Okay, let's stop it here, okay? I did go on longer than I intended because, I don't know. Investigations in early Phoenix Wright games aren't all that simple. By the time Dual Destinies and beyond that, they got simpler, bit more streamlined. And the game would outright tell you if there was still some business to be done in an area or whatever. In the early games, it's not so obvious. So, who do I wanna raid right now? I got a good feeling on who I want to right now. But, let's go with the one I rated less of. Anyway, stay tuned for more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney tomorrow. I've been Iron Indy, and I'll see you, compadres, and then, bye-bye. Keep on kicking, compadres.